Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next episode in the series. In this episode we're going to be taking on the Sponge Mob boss, as well as the Gobball boss. These two bosses really aren't that difficult, um, so we're going to start off with Duo on Sponge Mob and do all achievements. I believe in this duo I accidentally messed up and I ended my turn with the panda next to frca. So I ended up having to rerun this dungeon with this duo, but that's alright. Like I said, this boss really isn't too difficult. You just kind of smack it till dead. Biggest thing about this dungeon is looking for the Clune Snapper. It's only going to spawn in the dungeon, so you want to make sure that you do a challenge in the early rooms, so you get the boss achievement. Other than that, I'm just going to let this fight play out, and we will see you in the Gobball dungeon. Alright guys, here we are in the Gobball dungeon. This one's a little more tricky at these early levels with the Blitzkrieg achievement. So what we're going to do is we're going to prioritize a target, which is going to be that white Gobball, going right before the panda. That way all characters except for the panda has a turn to go and try to eliminate that target before it has a chance to go. So as you see, our frca is starting to hit. Then our rogue will hit. Here I was trying to determine if it was worth hitting that black Gobball with Pulsar. I could have definitely killed the Gobball and done a little bit of damage to that black Gobball. So I ended up doing it. It should be enough damage to kill, and then Sram, Panda, and frca should be able to kill that black Gobball before it has a chance to go. Next, the problem is going to be killing the boss. It has around 600 health points, and so the strategy is going to be building up our bomb wall and making sure to one-shot this boss. So what we're doing is using Panda to keep the boss away, and then we're going to wait for the Gobball War Chief to go before we attack. That way we have plenty of time to deal the 280 damage that we need to ensure to get Blitzkrieg. I believe here in a moment, with Rogue's turn coming up, that we fail the first challenge there, where we're not supposed to pass our turn next to an enemy. This could have been avoided by me using kickback. Just wanted to point out that little mistake that I made. I should have also used magnet instead to up the combo points. Now the Gobball War Chief has went, now Sram is able to deal some good damage to it. Then Panda will finish it off after throwing the boss away. Here on frca turn, we're going to walk up, we're going to pass so we can continue the bomb wall. I miscounted my AP here. I threw out a bomb and I should have just used magnet. I didn't realize that that bomb was going to cost an extra AP. I totally forgot about that. Here we have Sram putting down the pushback trap. I thought about doing tricky trap, but it's probably better off just doing the strength trap just because I am a strength build. So that just adds a little bit more damage. And then Panda's going to run down, get ready to throw the boss on. frca should have, instead of shielding here, since we're going to one-shot the boss anyway, I should have just done Cloudy Attack and then 2 bubbles to do a little extra damage. And then Rogue, I was going to use Pulsar, but I was afraid that I would push the boss too far away and the Panda would not have the range to throw. So I ended up just passing this turn since I don't have extraction just yet. Sram's going to come up and he's going to do Shakedown. It's the most powerful spell I got so far on him, so he does a little extra damage. Panda's going to pick him up, and here I should have used my agility throw spell. I'm not sure why I didn't. I just threw him. He didn't do enough damage, so I used my 3 AP spell here, and it still got the achievement. So it all worked out in the end. Now we're going to do duos, and I will just let these play out.
Bye.